Hi, this is Mike Garner from Mr. GTV and MrMikeGarner.com, and happy Songkran, happy Thai New Year. And I've said so many times that you can make every day a wonderful day, a New Year's Day, New Year, new you, you've woke up, it's a miracle that you're here. The probabilities of you opening your eyes this morning is just amazing, and you've got infinite potentiality. You can do anything that you put your mind to do. And when you express yourself positively on social media, texting, emailing, we have all these emojis, all these facial expressions that are supposed to communicate our emotional state. Smiley face, sad face, questioning face, shocked face, wow. You know, we have so many emojis, and there's so many now artificial ways of expressing ourselves. But let me just say, I think there's an agenda to this. I think that all social media platforms and all tech companies are desensitizing us, and it's rather like taking a selfie on a shit day and you just want to post a happy smiling face. So you take this selfie, false smile, and then you go back into your shit day. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, apart from, in my opinion, there's no such thing as a shit day, and there's no such thing as a happy day, and there's no such thing as a sad day or a frightening day. It's just a day. It's like there's no such thing as good weather or bad weather. It's just weather. It just is what it is. And if you want to be happy, then just be happy whatever's going on. And the best way to communicate happiness is to smile all the time. And if you can't smile all the time because you don't always want to be going around looking like a grinning idiot, then you have what I call an inner smile. You're coming from a loving, peaceful, happy place inside, and then you express whatever's appropriate in the moment. But be aware of your emotions. Emotions is emotions. The etymology is it's E, energy, motions, movement. That emotions, feelings, move through our body. You don't just know you're pissed off, you do pissed off. You don't just know you're angry, you do anger. You don't just know you're happy and joyful or upset or guilty. You move in an upset, happy or guilty way. That's called physiology. That every emotion, every feeling has a psychology, it has a brainwave, it has an emotional energy expression in our posture, in the way that we move. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that you start to pay attention to your emotions, and you start to check in to how well you're doing. How do you feel in the moment? And then what you can do once you've checked in, you can actually reset your emotions. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with expressing emotions. People say to me, oh, everything that you do, Mike, it's just positive thinking, isn't it? Here he is, positive Mike, nothing's wrong with Mike. Well, that's not true. If you know my life and you follow my stories, you'll know that lots of challenges have occurred in my life, and they're still going on. But I choose not to dwell on them, and I choose to, as best as I can, come from a place of peace and positivity. But I'm not always, as I say, walking around with a big stupid smile on my face, grinning like an idiot. I'm no mug. I'm a deep, complex, sort of socially intelligent person. I would not say I'm educated. You know, I haven't got lots of certificates, even though I had got a degree when I was 53. But social intelligence and being appropriate in the moment is nothing to do with education. It's quite valid to express all levels of emotion. But here's the kicker. Don't get stuck in any one of them. The minute that you realise that you've expressed something, ask yourself, was that helpful? And did that create the outcome that you chose? In other words, does anger work for you? Is there a better way? And if you used anger and it worked for you, what was the effect? Because you're the cause, and what was the effect? Maybe in an aggressive situation you have to use anger. Maybe being assertive without anger might be a better option. But nevertheless, evaluate the emotion that you've expressed and then work out whether or not it was the best way to deal with that particular situation. There's a lovely song by Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger, or Look Back in Anger, I can't remember the actual lyrics, but look back in anger. Don't hold on to anger. Don't hold on to fear. And also don't hold on to happy memories and live in the past. You can make memories in the now, make new positive memories and have new positive experiences. Don't get stuck in any emotion is what I'm trying to explain. Do not get stuck in any emotion. The last video I made was all about rowing your boat gently down the stream. That song, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is just a dream. Okay, well, if you think of life like you're rowing a boat down a river, another metaphor is that you've got a positive bank and a negative bank. On one side, maybe, you know, to the left you've got a negative bank, and to the right makes you feel better, makes you feel all right on the right, and that's the positive river bank. Now, some mornings you'll wake up on what they call the wrong side of the bed and you'll be feeling rather negative. Well, get back in your boat and keep rowing. Other days you'll get out on the positive side and you'll be feeling all good, and then shit happens and somebody says something, or you do something, and then you start to feel neutral, which is getting back in your boat, which is a good place to be neutral. And then you might have negative experiences, positive experiences, and all the time you'll be having positive and negative experiences, which create positive and negative emotions, and they're all valid. But my point is, don't get stuck on either bank. Don't get stuck in positivity. Don't get stuck in stupidity and joyfulness and you know, laughter all the time. That's not appropriate. You know, you can't always be up, you can't always be down. You'll be in a world of duality. You'll experience both banks, both sides, both extremes. But don't get stuck in any. Just always default back and check in to getting back in your boat to a place of peace where you're positive and loving and heart-centered, and your mind's focused on your goals and your outcomes, and taking the benefit of each moment, and through a process of self-mastery and self-control. And use emotion, but don't get stuck in emotions. Don't always be angry. Don't always be sarcastic. Don't always be trying to win. Don't always be trying to impose yourself. Don't always try to be right. Be kind, be loving, be positive. At the end of the day, express yourself in the best possible modality that suits the outcome that you're lovingly trying to create. Be in the process of creating the best life for yourself, and use emotions, movement of energy, to take this vehicle which we call the body through a wonderful set of experiences in your life, which should be a life that takes you towards fulfillment of your full potential. If you find that you're struggling with your emotions, if you find that other people are controlling you and controlling your emotions, they're controlling your psychology, they're shifting your mindset, and that means that they're controlling your physiology, you feel limited and suppressed and oppressed and depressed, then we need a chat, and we're here for that. But that little song on the last video, which is row, row, row your boat, is so important. And your ability to express yourself is so important. To the degree that you can express yourself will dictate your mental, emotional and physical health. Don't be frightened ever of expressing your freedom of speech, as long as you don't devalue yourself and other people. Be constructive in all your expressions, in all your communications. But don't get stuck in fear. Don't get stuck in anger. Don't get stuck in happiness. Live a balanced life. Be powerful, enjoy your mind. Take care, and check back for more from me, Mr. G, on Mr. G TV for free. God bless.